visitor to your shore, following a dream I can't ignore. From a distant land you may never know of sun and rain and snow. Here where the endless skies reach for the sun, the gum trees stand like the oaks of Albion, and the land sings in lines of ancient song for the soul to sing along. And the Southern Cross shines down on where I stand, and I hear the voices from the singing land.
You just heard the song The Dreaming. I first went to Australia in November of 2009, just about the same time as the Crowman album was being released. And I fell in love with the country and the people immediately. The first thing I did when I knew I was going was to look up on Google everything that could kill me. And there was pages of it. And I thought, oh my God, but most of it was in the sea. And I thought, well, I'm not going to go in the sea, so that's okay. Not with all those sharks and stuff. Whew, no way. But I went over there, and I guess part of it is because nothing is familiar to someone from the Northern Hemisphere. The sky and the constellations are totally foreign. I don't know where I am. There's no North Star, there's no plough. The sun travels anti-clockwise around the sky. The moon waxes and wanes backwards to me. And the only star constellation we do share is Orion. Now here, Orion's got a belt and a sword, right? Hand down. Orion in Australia is a far more interesting bloke, ladies. He's not relaxed at all, let's put it that way. And I think it's that really kind of made me fall in love with the place. It's the fact that it feels so utterly different. The animals are totally different. The air smells different. The birds, the parrots and stuff. You know, it's something. They're just things we do not see here. And I felt utterly in love with it. And I felt utterly in love with the Australian people too, because they have an honesty and bluntness that I just wish we had as Brits. You know, you just know where you stand and what's happening. And the two kind of sayings that I love most is, no worries, it's all good. And it is all good. And Australian people, I love you. You're awesome. And I wanted to write a song in honour of that. I wanted to write a song in honour of the land and of the people. And so it took me a long time. I've been back twice since then to play with Spiral Dance in Australia, and we do a tour down there each year. And I got to see a little bit more of the country as well. And I heard about The Dreaming, and I was given a book by Adrienne, the lead singer of Spiral Dance, called Songlines. And in this book it has this story of this guy who meets with an Aboriginal elder, and he says, you know, us white fellas think you are primitive because you don't know where babies come from. And this Aboriginal elder laughed and said, of course we know where babies come from. You know, we know when they're conceived, or we know when you think they're conceived. But to us, that's not when they're conceived. You see, when a woman is at a certain point during her pregnancy, she will go out, walk about. She'll go out, walk about, across the songlines, and in the dreaming, the land. And there she'll walk, and it's the point where she feels the first kick of that unborn child. He says, to us, that's when the spirit comes into the child. That's when the spirit is truly conceived. And that kick is the ancestral spirit coming into the child. And that kick is the dreaming of that child. And whatever songline the mother is walking, she will know which songline that is and which ancestral spirit is within her unborn child. Now, when I read that, I just cried. I thought, that's not primitive at all. That is poetry. It is beautiful. And that's one of the lines in the song. Dreaming is, and a mother knows which song will be sung when a new life has begun. And that's in honour of that story. And I just hope that people in Australia can hear, that you can hear the love I have of your land within that song. And I can't wait to hear your land sing to me again.
Can you feel me dreaming? Oh, can you feel me dreaming?